All right, and very big welcome, Flow engineers. Happy Flow Friday. I'm Matt Tesby. I'll be your Flow engineering guide for today's session. Great to see so many regular faces back again. Today we're filming from our studio in Cebu in the Philippines. So it's nice to be back here with the team where all the engineering magic happens. And great to see many of our team members on the session as well. So thank you to all the geniuses that bring this together. Hey, today's session, I'm going to give you a sneak peek introduction into AI phone calling. And for a couple of people, we'll be in our Facebook group. If you're interested in having AI phone calls and would like to be part of the beta testing, then over on the Facebook group, we've got an opportunity for you to share your interests and put your hand up to nominate. We want to have a couple of companies that next week we're helping you to actually set up the AI phone calling, and that you can go through a month of trying that out so we can give you the guidance and help. We get to learn, you get to learn and have a play as well, and then we'll come back after a number of weeks of testing, showcase it to others, hear your experiences, and then we'll be releasing that out to the market. Now, whenever we get together for Flow Fridays, we'll always be thinking at our businesses from the perspectives of marketing and sales and product and service delivery, operations, IT, finance, HR, the whole gambit, because as we apply AI agents, what we're really embarking on is a journey of digital transformation. And with that digital transformation, it's guaranteed there will always be more new and exciting things. In fact, for some of you that were here last week, I gave you a little sneak peek into what's coming soon with intelligent process automation, which is where this is going to get wild, where our AI agents are going to be in very detailed, multi-step faceted approaches, integrating with other business systems to help you execute what might normally be done by a human in many, many steps. You'll be able to start actually having AI agents interacting at different stages in a process, updating documents, updating systems, and actually being able to obtain very complex workflows. So Flow Fridays, I would say by September, we're going to be going quite deep in digital transformation inside of your businesses with the new intelligent process automation extension that's coming to Raya Pro. Next week, we'll be getting out very early the documentation because we've already set it up. Next week, we'll be working on transcription and analysis. So transcription for video and audio is in its final stages of testing right now. And where that gets very exciting in businesses is the different use cases once we understand where we can use transcription. Now, there's many transcription products out there on the market, some really great ones. I mean, I'm a big fan of Otter AI. I think they are a real leader in the marketplace. And where that falls short then is the analysis component. So we could have lots of, for example, phone conversations that have been recorded. You could transcribe them, but then what are you going to do with those? How are they going to be utilized? And some of the ways to utilize transcriptions are to ground your agents with additional knowledge. That's one way to use transcription. But the other is actually analysis. And so you could do things like a phone call. And let's say it was for sales and you have a particular sales structure that you use, or you want to ensure that key questions are asked or key information is gathered. You could use your AI agents to do analysis on those particular calls. Now, when we move over to intelligent process automation, then it's the area where you'd be able to take call recordings and have them always automatically transcribed and always automatically analyzed, and then start to provide summaries for your team members on what they're doing well and what they can do to improve. And I think it's when we get to that next stage where we go into intelligent process automation that you'll start to get the real power of AI coming, because you can put things on essentially set and forget in a way, or in many instances it won't be forget, but it'll be setting it and then having these human in the loop moments where you'll update, where we need to check in on the AI's progress and come back to you. And when we get to that stage in our flow engineering journey, like I said, it's probably going to be in September. We need to do some testing on that. And when you get there, we'll be even looking at things like your task management systems that you're utilizing, so you can connect into those, so that if there's human in the loop checkpoints, sometimes the user interface you'll want to use is just your task management system to review and approve things, versus perhaps going back into Raya as well. So Raya is definitely our when we're on the web, it's our builder for creating these things. And then once we've finished building, then we can get into like our heads up display for just using on a daily basis. So transcription analysis is going to be a fun one, and I think it's going to open your mind to all sorts of opportunities there. Not just sales, it could be support calls is another example that can be used for. Or another great one there too is if you're doing training of any type inside your organization. If that's being done on Zoom or Teams, or you're able to record it, then a trainer and their approach, are they hitting the key points? Do they have a strong opening, a strong close? What is the key aspects of that training? Is all the information being shared? So you'll be able to create these amazing post-session feedback loops going to those that are actually delivering the content, whatever it's going to be. Or other areas of utilization for transcription, you could be taking like videos from YouTube, transcribing those, and then using those to rewrite content for you, or bringing a few together and then helping to rewrite content. So we've got lots of fun and exciting sessions coming ahead, especially with transcription. Now, as always, the playbacks are available over on YouTube at AI Powered People. So make sure, if you haven't already subscribed and click the bell button for notifications, go over and do that one. But let's get into today's session. So we won't be hands-on in Raya today. We're just going to show you what AI calling looks like and start to open up our minds for that, which is coming very soon. So, what's even possible with AI phone calls? We're actually going to make a phone call and chat with an AI today for a bit of fun, so you can see it. But here's some of the use cases that you can think of. Is that appointment setting for sales and services? That's a very powerful one for the AI. Super valuable for after hours as well. So I think many businesses will like the idea of during the day, they might field those phone calls by their team members, and then after hours, the AI takes over. Or it could very quickly shift into, they're so effective that we just make sure all of those first calls are taken by the AI for appointment setting. And then that way we free up the resources and investment into other areas in the business. Another one can be for sort of early support calls. Now, support calls can get quite complex, right? So there can be portions where you set these up so that it's the initial support call, like a level 1 support. And when it gets to a point where it needs to be escalated, then the AI can transfer the call to the next person. Could also be a great way to take the initial call quickly, gather the key information, send that into your CRM or your support system, and then from there transfer the call or schedule a call with a senior support person. Once again, now all of a sudden we can consider offering 24/7 support in our businesses, because AI can always be there for us, and we don't have the hourly rate of a human, or the challenges often are the cost of the hourly rate. Even if we're offshoring, to be able to do 24/7 support, it actually requires a lot of team members to cover a week, especially when we consider holiday time, people being sick and having the redundancy. And so we can see where AI calls will really leverage us there. More advanced items, which is suited for when we get to intelligent process automation, because it starts to get much more complex, are things like accounts receivable or debt collection calls, where in the not too distant future, you'll be able to say to a Raya AI agent, hey, can you run our debt collection, our accounts receivable process for the month? And through intelligent process automation, that agent will go off and execute the IPA and get the information from your accounting system, get some information from the CRM, write the emails and SMS and call scripts. Human in the loop moment to check those. And if you happy with them, execute the sending of email, SMS, and even the phone calls. And then responses like from phone calls would be able to come back and update your CRM or update the task management system for a human to check over those responses. We're already forecasting that in many businesses where you might have like a week's worth of work of accounts receivable activities per month, that items using IPA will generally have a saving of around about $17,000 to $20,000 a year by shifting over to looking at just that one process in a business, and actually improve the speed, the quality, clearly reducing the cost, and then guaranteeing that it gets done on time. So that's going to be, I think, a very powerful one for any business that is in the B2B space or they send out invoices and need to collect funds. Another great one for phone calls is new employee onboarding, being able to have the AI make a call and answer any questions before starting the first day that may be important. I know in our business that one is important because we've got over 1,000 team members. So it's and I think next month we'll probably put on about 40 or 50 people. So that's a powerful one for us at volume. Another great one too is receptionists, just making sure that there's someone there able to answer the first call, and that from there the AI can then direct who to send the call to. So to be able to set up multiple handover of calls depending on what the client's after. But I think where this all comes to life is when we give it a go. So our AI calling agents are called Call You. You will not see the callu.ai website marketing site up yet. We are pre-release. So this is behind the scenes here with how this works. And we're bringing the connection between our Raya Pro AI agents and the calling. We've had to separate this one out. Calling's got a lot more complexity and set up to it to consider. So, and especially as you get into volumes of calling, how you handle the responses or how you set those up, that's actually best done when it's connected to a CRM. Just like the human would need to update the CRM, well, you got your AI now, will be able to do its job of the callings, either outbound calls or inbound calls, and then after that, update your CRM. So what we have here in Call You, the way it looks here, we're going to showcase one for GoTeam today, which is our AI-powered people business based here in the Philippines. And for this one, a inbound sales assistant. Now, what we see on the left-hand side is the knowledge base area where you can ground the agents with additional knowledge. We can even do some things like setting up custom actions, like updating CRMs or different systems. And we can even set up some complex workflows in here when it comes to notifying information. You might want to send some information to a spreadsheet or notify a task management system or update the CRM. You can start to put those into more complex workflows. You can even capture all the contacts of all the calls that have come through or been sent out, and some additional settings area. Now, when it comes to creating an agent, you can either do it as just one assistant, or you can have a whole team, especially if you need to hand the calls over to different departments. And setting one up is nice and simple. We're going to have a look at one that's already set up today, which is our inbound sales example here. So it covers a few areas: configure, prompt, deployment, and then the calls. And you can add an avatar if you'd like to personalize it a bit more. Clearly, you only see that on your screen because it is a phone call. We've given this one a name so that we know what the actual role of the agent's going to be. So it's our GoTeam inbound sales agent. Language choice, we've chosen English Australia, and there's a range of different voices that you can select. And this one in the system's called Phoebe, but we're going to give our agent a different name. There's different models that you can select. Now, in this approach, we're controlling the models. So there will be like a token cost, just like there would be if you had utilizing your own models in Raya. We count this slightly differently. We do it based on minutes, more like a phone call. And then we can adjust things like patience level. So with voice, it's really important that we're considering latency, which comes down to how long it takes for the AI to reply. Now, with that, you're going to have different levels of sensitivity. So in most cases, we're looking for low latency because we want a fast reply. But you need to monitor this over time, like depending on the style of call that's been made. If you find that based on maybe the questions that the AI is asking and that there's lots of thinking or gap time, you might want to actually spread that latency or response time out a bit more so it's not jumping in too quickly. It really is the thing about being a flow engineer is you're a scientist. You're constantly checking to see, here's my hypothesis, I'm going to run my experiment. What was the result I got? Do I need to go back and do some re-prompting or change my approach to get the ultimate outcome? So you want to go and test this first when you're doing your callings. We recommend not only test it for yourself, like what I'll show to you shortly, we'll do a call, but also have your team go through and actually experience those particular calls. Run really hard at the AI, give it all sorts of weird curveballs. I know our team has been doing some crazy curveballs at the AI, and it's fascinating how well it handles them. You can then customize your initial greetings. So we're going to have our AI say, thanks for calling GoTeam. It's Lily. How may I assist you today? So that's what we're going for with ours. If you've got any custom vocabulary, so there might be some terminology that you utilize in your business that is unusual, that the LLM would not know or understand. Maybe you've got a particular process or approach in your business that you've trademarked that is unique to you. That would be a great example to put it in here. You may also find that when you type words, if you've got a special way that you spell something or an acronym, it's very worthwhile to test those, how it comes out with the AI. Sometimes we need to write those more phonetically so that the way we read it, the sound matches. So that's something as an insight or a learning to look out for. You can enable callings with these as well, recordings, pardon me. And then we get into the prompting area. So in the prompting area, we're going to set up the actions and then set up essentially what the initial script is going to be like and about. Now, when we extend the system, you'll be able to do things like send SMSs after a call, also to be able to schedule real-time bookings into different calendar systems. Not all of them at the moment. There's a few available and we'll keep extending those. Also the ability to do a call transfer. I think a really powerful and important one is information extraction. So that's where on the call, when questions have been set up to be asked, we want to be able to get that information, extract it out, and get it to a location where it makes sense. Now, it'll be one thing to have the transcription sent into your CRM, but it's another thing if we've got key information that we want pulled out to be better summarized. Now, where this is going is that let's say you had 5 key questions that you were asking, you want the answers to those, and maybe the answers to those questions actually trigger some other action or event in the future. That's like, a decision that you might take. If you're a human, you would do a particular follow-up. So for example, would you like us to send you a PDF on the latest pricing? Yes, that'd be great. Okay, I've now got an action that needs to occur to actually set up an email in the CRM, attach the PDF with the latest pricing and send it. So that now talks to having a intelligent process automation step, but we need the data extracted from the calling system to execute that next step. And that's where we'll the CRM won't know how to do that automatically unless you've got some good workflow automation type CRMs. The alternative is that's where Raya's intelligent process automation will end up taking over to execute those next steps. So talk about a fun and exciting ride coming ahead for all of us in digital transformation. And then you can have some custom actions as well. Now for today's agent, here's the prompt. Now you can either use some templates or you can use a Copilot in here. Here's the one that I've written for today. So the agent information. Am I back? Can you hear me? Okay. Thanks. We just ran out of power in the headset. Fantastic. Where was I, Jace? Did you get my last words there? Okay. So here, well, let's have a look at the prompting for this particular agent. So in here, personality, let's give it polite, formal, staying on task and assisting. The role is an AI receptionist at GoTeam, specializing in customer service and appointment setting. The goal, to assist the callers to answer inquiries, identify their needs, and directing them to appropriate services or personnel within the company. The agent never fabricates information. So this is important where we put these guardrails on the agent, because the interaction is going to have the, someone's interacting with the LLM. So you need to put some guardrails on it so it doesn't go off and say things that it shouldn't do. Now, just as a refresher, those might have come in a little bit late, no document today because I'm taking you through an insight into the advancements of what's coming, and also inviting, if a couple of people would like to nominate to go in the beta, that we've got an opportunity at the end of the session where, or you can go there now onto Facebook and you can nominate yourself to go into the beta, but I'll explain a bit more of that in a moment. The conversational style, so avoid sounding mechanical or artificial. Strive for natural, everyday conversation style that makes clients feel at ease and well assisted. We put our company information in. So GoTeam specialises in building AI-powered offshore teams and digital transformation. And then you can provide details of the products and services. I say located in Cebu, Philippines, committed to helping businesses scale and people succeed using AI-powered offshoring digital transformation. Script instructions. So you'll identify the purpose of the call. Start by courteously asking the caller to outline the purpose of their call or the specific information they are seeking. Then book in an appointment. If the caller wishes to schedule an appointment, first capture some information and context about their reason for the appointment. Request their first and last name, inquire specifically about the service they need, and gather relevant details to the issue. So I put in here, e.g., types of roles they're looking to outsource, types of digital transformation, problems or goals they're looking to achieve. Explore if the service is required for them personally or somewhere else. Someone else. That's important for the agent to know, who are we booking the call with, the follow-up call. Is it the person on the call or a different person, or are there multiple? And then provide information, or we've got there. Okay, explore the service. Okay, then after capturing the information, proceed to book the appointment. Capture the email address and use now this is important when you get into this. There are certain functions that will need to be called for the AI to execute checking for availability in the CRM, and then also booking the CRM. So this step here is called function calling. And technically what happens is the AI is going to take the information about the time and the date of the requested meeting, and it's going to rewrite that into some Python code, and via the API, it's going to send the payload of that request forgive me, in JSON, in a HTTP transfer. It's going to send that over to the CRM, and the CRM is going to receive that JSON message, and then it's going to put that into the API to do the check, to check for availability. The CRM is going to send that message back the AI is going to receive it and be able to understand if there is availability at that point in time. And then from there, then send another function call back to actually book that meeting in the CRM itself. It's pretty magical at this point in time. Now, if we were a human, what we would have done is looked up the CRM, if there was time, then put the booking in manually. So all that time it would take. But in this, the AI is going to do all of that for us. Number 3 here, provide information or assistance based on the caller's needs, general inquiries about the company's services and products, offer a concise overview, and explain how they can meet the caller's needs. Think about that step there. When we're training a human to actually do that, make sure that the services actually match the needs of the client and ensure that we're communicating that effectively. That'd be a great one for instructing a team member. It'd be a really good one for doing post-transcription analysis. Here with the AI, we're likely to get it consistent every time. We'll find out today. For specific service-related questions, provide detailed information about availability, the booking process, and direct them to appropriate online resources if applicable. Now, at that point in time, you might actually have a fair bit of information that you want to share in relation to it. And so, so the AI was used to write the prompt, and then I edited it afterwards. And then here you get into more information. So it'd be a great spot to add to the knowledge base, where you can add information directly here in the system is the key for this one, because we want to reduce any latency at all. So rather than storing these in separate repositories for the phone system, think of it, we've got to get it as close as possible because we need more speed here than when we're in a normal chat. Now these ones, if you want to go and have a look at the detail, which I will jump over in the knowledge base here, you can upload, once again, you can for this one, I should say, best thing to do is to actually copy and paste the text in. So rather than doing PDFs or Word documents and so forth, copy and paste the text in. You can always edit these afterwards. So here I've put a range of details on our products and services, so it's available for the AI. And then back to our prompting area, I then go into handling specific call requests or transfers, so it understands if that's the case. Now, if there's more detail to be added on transfers, and we go into more complex setups with teams of AIs as well. Confirm the callback details. So if a callback is necessary or preferred by the caller, request and confirm the best contact number. Note the reason for the callback to ensure the follow-up is efficient and informed. And then 6, conclude the call graciously. Thank the caller for reaching out and summarize the actions taken or to be taken. If the call is during off-business hours, inform them of the hours when the live customer service is available. Now, if you have that, you need to either put it in here or add it into your knowledge base. Reference around emergencies, close the conversation with polite farewell, and then some important rules. Do not make promises or commitments that cannot be kept. If the AI is unable to assist with a request, inform the caller that a human representative will be able to help them. Always stick to your role. If the conversation digresses, revert back to the main topic. Talk only about topics suitable for your role. And if the caller says, hey, hello, or something similar, then more than twice, ask if they can hear you. Because, like on any call, we might have dropouts or noise or interference. And so the caller might need some assistance. Okay, we'll give this one a go. And I'll be calling to my mobile phone, which is... Actually, this is actually a Zoom number on this international phone, so we'll give it a call. Give me a thumbs up when you can hear the AI. Here we go.
Thanks for calling GoTeam. It's Lily. How may I assist you today?
Hey, Lily, I'm just interested about hearing about your products and services.
Great. At GoTeam, we specialize in building AI-powered offshore teams and facilitating digital transformation. We help businesses scale efficiently by providing tailored solutions in areas like software development, customer support, and more. What specific services are you interested in learning more about?
Learning about helping us to generate more leads for our business.
That sounds like a key area for growth. We can definitely assist with lead generation by setting up a specialized offshore team that focuses on marketing strategies and customer outreach. This could include everything from digital marketing to data analysis to optimize your lead generation process. Would you like to schedule an appointment to discuss this in more detail and see how we can tailor our services to your needs?
Sounds interesting, but I'd like to learn a bit more about your digital transformation.
Absolutely. Our digital transformation services are all about integrating advanced technologies to streamline your business processes, enhance data security, and improve overall efficiency. This could involve automating routine tasks, implementing cloud solutions, or even adopting cutting-edge AI tools to better understand customer behavior and drive decisions. How does this align with what you're looking for in terms of transforming your business?
Yeah, look, I think digital transformation is critical for us at the moment. We're certainly having some of those challenges at times where we're having issues with consistency, or even if people are away, we need the dependability of making sure processes get executed. So it sounds good.
It sounds like consistency and dependability in your processes are crucial for you. Our digital transformation services can definitely help stabilize your operations, especially during staff absences or fluctuations. By automating key processes and implementing robust digital tools, we ensure that your business runs smoothly no matter the circumstances. Would you like to take the next step and set up a meeting to explore how we can specifically address these challenges for your business?
Hey, I think I would, but I tell you what, Lily, you are handling this call so well. Would you come and work for me?
Thank you for the compliment. I'm here to assist you as part of the GoTeam, and I'm glad to be helping. Let's focus on setting up that meeting so we can address your business needs effectively. How does that sound?
That sounds good. Let's have the meeting.
Fantastic. May I have your first and last name, please? And could you also provide your email address so I can send you the meeting details?
Certainly. It's Matt Kesby, and my email address is matt, M-A-T-T, at multiply, spelled multplai.tech.
Got it, Matt Chesby. Just to confirm, your email is matt@multiplai.pe, correct?
Oh, not quite. It's Matt, M-A-T-T, at multiply, multplai.tech.
Thanks for clarifying. So it's matt@multiplai.tech. I'll send the meeting details to this email. What date and time would work best for you?
Actually, could you spell that email address back? Because sometimes I get it wrong.
Of course. It's matt@multiplai.tech. Did I get that right this time?
Could you spell it, or just spell it out by each letter, just in case I gave it to you incorrectly?
Absolutely. Here it is. matt@multiplai.tech. Does that sound correct?
That was pretty fast. I might just spell it back to you because I think I missed a letter. matt@multiplai.tech.
It seems there was a slight mix-up. Let's correct that. It should be multiplai.tech. Could you confirm if this matches what you have?
Look, you said that so fast. Could you slow that down a little bit when you repeat it back to me?
Of course, I'll go slower this time. It's T@multiplai.tech. How does that sound?
Well, you sound a bit weird there, but you got it right. So thank you for that. Hey, by the way, Lily, would you be available to order a hamburger for me?
Anytime you need. I can't order food, but I'm here to help with anything related to GoTeam services. How about we finalize the details for your meeting?
Okay, let's do that.
Great. What date and time would you prefer? prefer for the meeting?
Next Monday would be good.
Next Monday sounds perfect. What time would work best for you?
10:30 a.m. would be great.
10:30 in the morning on Monday it is. I'll set that up and send a confirmation to your email. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss or add for the meeting agenda?
Oh, no, that's wonderful. But if you could send me an email with a summary of your services and pricing, that would be helpful too.
I'll make sure to include some helpful information in the confirmation email. Thank you for setting this up, Matt. You'll receive all the details shortly. Have a great day ahead.
Thanks, Lily. You're a rock star. Bye. Well, there we go. Go, Lily. Yeah, it's you've got time zone. I haven't prompted it for time zone yet. What country? But yeah, I'm going to see a round of applause. Round of applause for Lily. Lily didn't miss a beat, right? I like what Chris said. Yeah, really stayed on task and being able to do this. And I often think about just how much effort we put into training in order to get that consistency. And I'd rather see that. We look at where will the robots do the job well, and then when we get into really unstructured, very complex areas that we're doing, when you get into like strategic sales and so forth, that's where our humans really do best. So, hey, cool, yeah, we've got a few ones there. Matthew's saying that was great. Some round of applause from Chris and Mandy's having a laugh. Mandy's having a laugh at the burger. Yeah, so bit of fun, right? So this is where we're going. So this starts to open our minds up with what's possible and where we can take these things. So the invitation, if you can see an opportunity for doing AI calling in your business, then jump over to Flow Fridays. If you haven't already joined our group, we'll put the link for the group in the chat. And here's what we've got. We've got AI phone calling is about to be released. We're looking for 2 of our Flow Friday members to be part of a 30-day beta program where we will set up your business with an AI agent for receiving or making calls. Now, if it's making calls, there will be a few restrictions that we'll need to consider. One, depending on where you are, there are some different legal requirements in different countries and states around what's allowed with AI calling. What you're likely to see is pretty much everywhere soon that outbound calls will be restricted to only those that have opted in to receive AI phone calls. So that is already the case in the US, and it will start being, you'll see it around the world as well. It's like auto dialing in Australia is for robocalling is no longer allowed. We're likely to see the legislation to catch up to AI. So some restrictions or conditions on that. If you're interested, let us know below about the type of business you have and share your URL. Okay, and I'm going to say to everyone in the community, please support each other's businesses. If we share our URLs, go check them out, have some fun, get to know them if we can help each other out in business. I always love that. Also note which of the use cases you would like to have set up or suggest another. So appointment setting, inbound, support calls, great for after hours, new employee onboarding, new customer onboarding is something to consider too. You could be actually have a new customer and set up a bit of a check-in call and just see how they're going. Maybe if you want to do NPS surveys with existing clients, imagine that. The NPS surveys, Net Promoter Score surveys are best done anonymously, not actually done by someone from your organization. So it's a really, really cool future use case. Or the receptionist is going to field a call and maybe transfer to someone else. So there are those 5 there. Be happy to play around with those with you. The debt collection one, the accounts receivable, will be holding off until we've got our intelligent process automation because it's much more complex things to consider in it, because each call is so personalized. When we go to market, there'll be a US $795 setup fee, but for the beta winners, there's no cost at all, and we'll also include all the AI costs for the calls for 30 days. It will require you to purchase a phone number through Twilio. These are generally about $1.50 per month, and the actual call costs themselves will be covered by your company. Now, when you get phone numbers set up with Twilio for the AI to connect to make the calls, you also need to go through registration. So you need things like your business registration, identity, your confirming your address, location. Essentially, it does a KYC or KYB. So know your customer, know your business. Check needs to be done for phone numbers in Australia, in the United States. When you get to phone numbers that require SMS, then you must go through the KYC, KYB process. But Australia's more stringent on these. As part of the beta, you agree to share your experience in a testimonial and have a chat with me on an upcoming Flow Friday session. So it'd be really cool. We can have a chat. Unfortunately, it doesn't include airfares to the Philippines to sit beside me or Bali, but we will definitely do it virtually. Or if you happen to be in those regions, we'll do it live together. We know the community will love to hear from you. And if you're interested, please add your details below. If you've got any questions, though, if you feel like you've got to ask me some questions before you do that, please just DM me on Facebook's totally fine. And yeah, to yours in digital transformation, I'm here for you, Matt Kesby. All right. So, awesome. If we've got any questions there that need answering, team, I'll have to look at our chat. What would do that? Chat. Yeah, good fun, hey, seeing all this today. Certainly let me know more if you like the sound of this. Do share it. It's here. I can see this is a potential for small businesses that don't always answer the call and potential customers move on to the next business. By taking the call, you can stop that or at least be in the running. It is amazing, amazing data on the importance of the speed of attending to an inquiry. People will very quickly move on to the next business and then just go with that business because they got the speed of response. So it's a really important one. Does this integrate with your VoIP system or replace it? It's separate from it and we'll be able to transfer calls over to the VoIP system. So does it replace it? No, not yet. More like an integration. 3CX is a popular voice system. Will it work with such VoIP? So it probably goes to that same comment there. And part of that too is us having to play, seeing how far we can get with it. So if you're in the beta, you'll get that extra support, part of our discovery. So we think if you want to be part of the beta. Richard's already in to put his up for beta. Fantastic. And hey, and Matthew signed up at the BB conference, mate. You'll get special attention, so it will be straight on to you. Can you have multiple inbound phone numbers? Look, you can, but from our understanding, and we've got to confirm this in testing, through Twilio will accept more than one call in at the same time. So we've got to do some more fundamental testing on this, but we're pretty confident that you're going to be able to, from a load perspective, be able to do concurrent inbound phone calls as well as concurrent outbound if you're using Twilio numbers. And well, yeah, it sounds natural, doesn't it? It's really quite amazing. You can choose the voice that suits you as well. Fabulous. All right. Well, looking forward to having a lot of fun with everyone in these and getting the learnings. And when we do go fully live, if you're interested, just let us know that you're a Flow Friday member so that we can give you some special love and attention on the pricing as well. All right, that brings us to a wrap for today. Next week session is going to be all on that transcription and analysis. So if you have got an existing sales process or sales script and call structure that you use, then you might like to pre-prep yourself to consider that. I'll be sharing with you a structure for a sales call and give you a methodology there, because that will then be a foundation for how the analysis will be done. We'll give you one of our Sales calls, we'll need to do a mock-up because for privacy, we can't share someone else's information, but we'll have a mock-up of sales call for you that's in a recording. So you'll be able to put it into the system. It'll do the transcription. Then you'll get the templates for best practice and analysis around a sales call. I think you'll enjoy that in itself, will be of great value. And then you can set that up, or you can adjust them for your own sales teams, maybe even use that as part of sales training as well. We hope that every week when we get together, we can serve you and give you great value. I'm certainly super grateful and so wonderful to see so many people on every week. So thanks everybody, and wishing you an amazing day. 9:45, I think we just hit our time today. So bye everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, Flow Engineers. See you next Friday. Bye for now. Oh, Google Drive, Ryan. Oh, I still got audio? Yeah. Hey, Ryan, if you're still there, Google Drive, you can bring the camera back on, Jace. Google Drive is currently in with our legal team and Google, and they just came back and wanted like a video from us to prove us and so forth. Google's harder for us to get the authentication through, so it's like it's in at legals at the moment. Chris has got, how do we deal with the official office number and Twilio number in our marketing? I would put it that it's like in the old days of Yellow Pages. Oh, so there's two things. One is an official office number can be ported to Twilio, and then from there, if it then needs to hand over the call, then it can be handled that way. But I need to do some testing on that. That's the theory component. The other is that you might say in marketing, you might use a specific call, a specific number. I remember the old days of Yellow Pages. I'm starting to show my age now. And in the Yellow Pages, you might use a different number in Yellow Pages so that you could track how many calls were coming through from Yellow Pages. So that's one way to think of it as well. I'll hang out. Are there any other questions? If we've got any, I'm happy to share. Eb Scott, thanks, Matt. Still trying to catch up my learnings and understanding. Love your posts. Oh, thank you so much, Eb. Yeah, we are definitely running at a fast pace. Hey, one of the things that we will, so we've got everything on YouTube, but soon I'm sure we'll end up putting like a full training guide of all these and more is coming. Genesis, our product manager, is really helping me out with prep. So thanks, Jen. You're going to make, we'll get lots of new trainings out to support people as well. All right, bye everyone. Have an amazing weekend. See you next week. Bye for now.